week 2, day 4. Today, we are going to focus on core challenges and upper body challenges. So, core slash upper body. So, we'll be doing quite a bit of planking, quite a bit of crocodile planking and holding. So, it might feel a little bit challenging for you, but that's okay. And if it doesn't feel challenging, then that is also okay. Hold poses just a little bit longer. Think about what's happening as you're in each pose, which really helps as well. So what we're going to need is just one block. We're going to be using our inner thighs to be holding this block for a little bit. We're going to start on our backs. So start on your back in your bridge pose. You remember from week 1 when we did our core class, we started on our back and we started in bridge. So that's what we're going to start for today. So come all the way down to your mat and just have that block nice and close to you. And so all I invite you to, first off, as always, is to just connect the body with the mind. And how we do that is just through our breath, right? So we close our eyes and let's practice a little belly, chest, 3-part breaths here. So take your left hand, place it on top of your belly ribs. Take your right hand, place it on top of your chest. And all we're going to do from here is, as you take an inhale, expand through the belly, through the ribs, through the chest. As you take an exhale, retract through the chest, through the ribs, through the belly. So just sort of feel that breath kind of expanding, opening upwards, and then retracting, closing from the top back down to the bottom. So let's take a couple more. Let's do this one more time. Expand belly, ribs, chest. Retract, chest, ribs, belly. Let's release our hands down to our sides. Let's start by wiggling our fingers a little bit, wiggling through the wrists, giving them a little bit of love here. Placing the feet nice and flat on the ground. And you want to test that out to be mindful that your feet are underneath your hips, and you can do that action there just to test it out. Now we're going to take our block and bring our block in between our thighs. In between those thighs. So bring it like right up to the groin area. And remember our pelvic tilts that we had done on week 1. We're going to come into those. So as you inhale, your tail turns towards the ground, that low back slightly lifts. As you exhale, we squeeze, we draw up through perineum, creating that root and belly lock, lifting up, tucking the tail in between the legs. Bring our arms out to our sides, palms facing down. Let's do 4 more of these pelvic tilts. And then as we tilt, we slowly start to warm up. Focus on the breath. You can breathe out through the mouth if you like. Keep that squeeze on the block. That's really going to help us connect through that midline. 4. And now from here, let's walk those feet maybe a little bit closer if we need to, squeeze through the blocks. And we're going to lift up into our bridge. So as we exhale, curl the tail, lift up into your bridge. Let's come into a high bridge. Tuck those hands under. What I invite you to do is grab onto the edges of your mat and pull outward slightly. And then so we're just going to hold this bridge here for a moment. As we hold our bridge, imagine that you're kind of rocking from one side to another. So you're almost in a little bit of a boat, just gently rocking the hips from one side to the other. So you might find it hard to see this in the video. All you do is just sort of gently rock. And as you gently rock, notice what you feel through the legs, through the knees, through the hips. And then let's come back through center. Let's lower it all the way down. Let's extend our legs. Keep the block squeezing in between the legs. Imagine drawing those feet a little closer together. So you might have to move your block slightly higher. Kind of play around with this a little bit and just notice. From here, I'm going to turn my palms facing up. Now I'm going to tuck my chin so that I can really connect through that core. We're going to lift it up just a little bit. All we're going to do is sort of lower the legs down to touch and then bring them back up. Keep that head tucked, keep that chin tucked. Not so much though, continue to do it, not so much though that your chin, that there's no space. Just imagine that there's like a little mini apple there that you want to hold. I guess it might be like mini to medium-sized apple. Up and down with those legs. Okay, now let's lower our upper body down. Lower those legs back down, lift back up to a bridge. We're going to flow here. So we're going to flow from bridge, lift, lower the legs, lift back up, lower down to bridge, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes, and then just continue. Let's do this 4 more times. Legs straight up, lift that upper body, lower the legs one time, up and down, then lower them back down so we come back into our bridge. Doing it 2 more times, squeeze those glutes. Control, go slower. We'd like a lot of control here. 1 more time. Really want to slow things down so you can notice what you feel. Last time into your bridge. Lower those hips back down. Let's release the block. So we found that connection through the legs. We're going to do 1 more variation, very, very similar to what we did. But all we're going to do from here is now we're going to cross that leg over. So we're coming into that pigeon position. Let's bring our knee in just for a moment so that you can just sort of enjoy this. Flex both feet and just kind of let go through the back a little bit. Now we're going to work our core a little bit more, but in these positions. Doing our bridge again, lifting and lowering. Let's place that left foot back down. Remember, keep the action through this foot here. Arms out to the sides. Exhale, lift the hips into your one-legged bridge. Inhale, lower. Lift the leg. Lift the upper body. Lower. Rise. Bring the foot back down. Control, bridge. Lower. Lift the upper body. Squeeze. Breathe and control. Doing this 2 more times. Slow to lower. Slow to lift. Feel the hips working as well. Opening up a little bit. Be mindful, you don't have to go very low with this. With the leg. Last time. Lift it up. Lower that leg, keep it straight wherever you're at, it's all good. Slow it down more. Just try not to speed it up too much. Next time you come into your bridge, hold this bridge. Lift through the hips a little bit. Try to open up this hip, but push up so that this hip doesn't drop and twist. See how I'm twisting here? Hard to see when I'm wearing black. I know. Lift up the hips, square off the hips. Lower all the way down. Let's take that leg that was crossed, straighten it out. Give it a little bit of a breather. Allow the toes to go out to the side, wiggle to the side. I'm going to do the same thing, opposite side. When you're ready, bend that knee. Take the other leg, cross it. Action in this foot, remember. Let's draw knees to chest. This one is an intense stretch if you haven't stretched like this in a little while. Now let's come to our little flow. Foot on the ground. Lift into your bridge. Lowering down. Lift the upper body. Straighten out the leg. Lowering down. So the leg might not get perfectly straight, this leg, and that's okay. How are you feeling right now? Small and little intention for this practice. If you've already set one, awesome. If not, all good. But let's just be mindful that we come back to our breath. Let's make this simple. Come back to your breath. One more time. You might find that as you move along, your body kind of shifts up your mat a little bit. Lower the foot down. Lift through those hips. Good. And then square off the hips. Remember, try not to Have them off balance. Lift it all the way up. Let's lower down. Release that leg. Slide the leg out. Open up the toes and shake it out. Wiggle through those wrists. We're going to bring both knees together. Roll over onto your side. And we're coming onto our hands and knees now. Squeeze out those forearms. Let's see if our hands are ready. Let's see if our upper body is, we're feeling a little bit warmer. When we do that core, we generate some heat. So that's good. Let's come into all fours and practice a couple of cat-cows first. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then again. Little barrel rolls if you like. Couple of directions. Rocking through that head from one side to the other if you like. And when you're ready, let's push back into child's pose. So we're going to come from our child's pose to our crocodile. We're going to do that 10 times to get warmed up. So child's pose, inhale forward to plank, exhale and hold. Inhale, lower crocodile. Exhale, lift up, push back into your child's pose. So just continue to breathe into flow and do this 9 more times. Continue through 6 more times. Remember this one. We've done this one lots from week 1. Done it already in week 2. Important to build that upper body strength. Imagine you have teacup and saucer on your back and it can't drop. So your shoulder blades can't fall towards one another. Shoulders can't dip lower than your elbows. Are you feeling some heat now? Push back all the way, child's pose. Stay there for a moment. Wiggle out your fingers, wiggle out your wrists, give your hands a little bit of a break. So now we're going to move on to some holds. We're going to hold each posture for 5 deep breaths. And these are different planking postures. We're going to slowly start to progress to make them a little bit tougher. But all of them, we're coming down into our crocodile. So when you're ready, let's come forward to our plank. In our plank posture, what we're going to do is we're just going to take our left hip out to the side. So the foot's going to be on the ground. It's almost like we're creating that frog position. You need those hips to be open. Foot stays connected. Remember this foot here to flex it a little bit. I'm going to come down into a crocodile, spread the fingers really wide, and we're going to hold it for 5 deep breaths. Whenever you're ready, come forward to crocodile and hold. Your 3rd breath. 4. On your 5th one, when you're done, lower all the way down. Bring the arms out to the side, turn the head to the right. Nice big star, so we get to stretch in our little frog position. Arms get a little bit of a break. You get a little bit of a break. Now, let's wiggle through our fingers and wrists, draw the elbows in, bring that head forward, push back up, and we gotta do the same thing on the opposite side. How did that one feel? So when you're breathing, try not to go, take longer, slower breaths. Count to 3 if you can. Opposite side now, let's take that right leg out. Allow it to rest on the ground so we get that hip opening, but we're off balance. So this is gonna be a little bit tricky. When you're ready, we come forward and hold for 5 deep breaths. Here we go. Try not to drop more into one shoulder than the other. Taking 3 more deep breaths. When you're ready, last one. Lower all the way down. Turn your head to the right. And rest. Give that floor a little bit of a hug. All right, let's wiggle the fingers. Draw the hands back together. Come all the way back and forward. Take the leg back. Wiggle through the wrists. And then we're coming through it again. Oh no. This one here, we're going to come into a high plank. Stay on your knees if you need to. Standard high plank. Lower into your crocodile and hold for 5 deep breaths. Are you ready? Let's come up. High plank. Adjust your hands. Try not to have your head looking forward, keeping it slightly down towards the ground. When you're ready, 5 deep breaths. We draw the body forward. We lower down and hold. Keep the back nice and flat. 3 more. One more. Lower all the way down. Bring your hands underneath your head and say, just resting for a moment. When you're ready, let's bring our hands back to our sides. Draw shoulders away from the ears. Push all the way back up. Coming all the way back up. So we have 2 more, just 2 more. In a higher plank, if you need to go back to the knees, please go back to the knees. Opening up the hip a little bit further. Option to have the leg on the ground or in the air. I'm going to show you here. So we're going to take our left leg out. Remember in your kneeling plank, if you want to come back to this one, go right ahead, come back to this one, it's all good. In our upper plank, I'm going to have my leg out to the side. Here is option 1. Leg is out to the side, foot is out, and I come down. That one creates a lot of imbalance in the body, okay? Other option, leg out to the side, but lift through the leg. So I would be here, I would come up, leg is lifted, lower, okay? Then lower all the way down when you're done. If you're good and you want to try to, I don't mean if you're good, but I mean if you're feeling good, if you're feeling okay, you can try and push yourself back up. But the idea is to just come down and rest. Enjoy that little bit of a rest. It's important to find the balance with the rest and the strength. So when you're ready, are you ready? 2 more, 1 on each leg. 5 deep breaths. We're going to come all the way up here. Bring the leg out. Your choice. Come down and hold. 3, 4, and 5. Lower down. Lower the leg down. Turn the head to one side. Oh, I feel that one. It's awesome. When we slow down, it's a little bit of a challenge. Bring your hands back. Let's lift up. Just because you did it one way on this first side doesn't mean you have to do it that same way on the other side. If you know that you're going to be off balance and you need to be on the knees, go for it. When you're ready, back up. This is our last one. Lift it up. Send the leg to the side. Maybe test it. Do I need the leg down? Can I lift the leg up? Let's see. When you're ready, here we go. One more breath. Lower down. Turn the head to the right and chill. Nice job, guys. Let's bring our arms to our front, forward, all the way forward. I'm going to do one last little hold, and this is our Superman hold. I'm going to bring my arms behind me. So I'm going to bring the arms all the way back, palms facing down. Let's take the big toes, bring them together. Take a deep breath. Inhale, lift up, and hold. We're going to hold this one for 10 deep breaths. Almost there. About 5 more. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. One more deep breath. Lower all the way down and say, let's roll onto our side and roll onto our back. Coming into your Shavasana. So if you enjoy those little challenges and you'd like to do some more of it, because remember, this is just a treat. It's not a full hour class, so if you'd like more, do it again. Let's straighten out those legs. Let's bring our arms to our sides. Let's kind of rock and shift through the body a little bit. And it doesn't take much to warm ourselves up. So let's bring our attention here back to our breath to find that balance to cool back down.
If you'd like to take the left hand on top of the belly and ribs, take the right hand on top of the chest. And let's finish off our Shavasana here with 10 more deep breaths, but that 3-part breath. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Find that calm, that peace within you again. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here together as we relax, as we let go. Releasing the hands, wiggling through the fingers, drawing the head from one side to the other if you like. So just finding any movement that works for you, wiggling the toes, drawing the hips from one side to the other. And then rolling onto your side when you're ready. And as you're on your side, I invite you to take a moment to find some gratitude for your strength. Wherever your strength is at today, remembering to find that acceptance and to just notice and enjoy the strength that you have for today. Some days, things will be a lot easier. Some days, things will be a lot tougher, especially if you're a woman. Usually around that time of the month, things kind of feel, and not, you don't feel like you're at your strongest, and that's okay. It's all good. So have an awesome day. Let's take our hands together. The strength in me honors the strength in you. Namaste. Thank you for a super fun day 4. Look forward to tomorrow for another day 5. Tomorrow, here's a little sneak peek, it's going to be some restorative again, some deeper restore, we got to really get into these hips for this peak pose. So that's what we're going to focus on. Have an awesome day.